around, sitting in my chair late at night, watching crime unfold under the pale moonlight. From the darkest corner, stories unfold. True crime jewels, she's brash and she is bold. On the YouTube screen, we're digging deep into the mysteries that never sleep. From missing kids in Tennessee to angry husbands named buried. True crime's calling, and we're taking the time. So grab a seat, don't miss a beat. This True Crime Jewels got what you need. From missing people to twisted minds, we're unraveling secrets old Barry tried to hide. Every clue, every twist and turn. In the world of crime, there's always more to learn. On the YouTube screen, we're digging deep into the mysteries that never sleep. From Christopher's anger to Stephen Fisher's lies. The truth is calling, and justice won't be denied. So grab a seat, don't miss a beat. True crime jewels on the YouTube streets. Lights are low, suspense is high. We're chasing truth, we spot every lie. Step into the darkness, hold on tight. Two flashlights out there in the dead of night. On the YouTube screen, we're digging deep. Barry Morphew's case is hot. A boy in Tennessee won't be left behind. From the coldest cases to the ones that shine, true crime's calling, and we're taking the time. So grab a seat, don't miss a beat. This True Crime Jewels got what you need. We're always watching Barry and waiting for the truth. In the world of crime, we discuss the proof. So hit that play and join the true crime journey with Jewels of Thought and her gemstone family.
All right, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I myself am doing fabulous after having watched Kay Woodcock on the stand yesterday. Did she hand Lori her ass or not? Okay. I personally think she nailed it. The biggest clue that you have that Kay nailed this is Lori had no questions. Like Lori had very, very, very few questions for Kay because Lori was terrified. Okay. Now there is so much to talk about. My camera is crazy, isn't it? Look at how crazy my camera is. What's wrong with it? Okay. So, Lori really showed out with Nancy Jo, didn't she? Like she really, really, really showed out. Oh, well, do you date married men? Yeah, bitch, you do too. Right? I mean, it was that in your face. So Nancy Jo was awesome. But the real focus is on Lori Vallow and her behavior. And so Lori doesn't know Nancy Jo, so she felt superior, right? She felt like the only thing that mattered was the personal presentation. That she's a very shallow woman. She thinks she just has to look a certain part, and then she is. But that's not really reality, is it? So with Nancy Jo, she was very confident. She was actually, if you think that Lori was a bit on the obnoxious side when she was questioning Nancy Jo, put a 1. If you didn't really see a difference in Lori's demeanor and nonverbals, put a 2. I thought she was very obnoxious and perhaps a bit overconfident. So, Okay, so a lot of people experienced Lori as obnoxious, overconfident when Nancy Joe was up on the stream, or not on the stream, when Nancy Joe was up on the witness stand. And remember, Lori didn't know Nancy Joe. Nancy Joe doesn't know Lori, and therefore Lori felt very, very confident because her mask works. For a narcissist, the most dangerous thing in the world for a narcissist is to get to know a person. That's one of the reasons why so many people that go to get a divorce, they end up possibly dead, or there's an attempted murder, because the narcissist recognizes and realizes that their spouse that is divorcing them knows, like they know them, and they can't let the real person out. The real person to the narcissist, the real person that they're hiding within, is absolutely the lowest rung of any ladder. They know they don't measure up. They know that people won't accept the real person. They know this. That's why they must have a mask to present to the world. So Lori, not with Nancy Joe not knowing her, Lori felt more confident that her mask was in place and there was nothing unexpected that could possibly happen with Nancy Joe, right? So she's very, very confident. She's even on the obnoxious. I mean, the way she was questioning Nancy Joe was like, "Oh, you are a Jezebel, that you're a horrible person that would date a married man." And yet, what was Lori doing? Lori was not only dating a married man, she was plotting to end the life of the wife of the married man, to get the life insurance money and to get the chubster, right? So it was a whole different ball game when Kay got up on the stand. And the reason that it was a whole different ball game is Kay knows Lori. Kay knows all about Lori, and that makes Kay dangerous to Lori, the narcissist, right? If we're going to listen to her testimony, it was so short, and Lori was like, "Nope, not even going to ask this woman questions. Absolutely not. No." And she was on and off, boom, like that. So with Adam, Lori's brother, that was so bizarre. What, you don't remember my green chili enchiladas? I think that's what she said, right? Remember we were in my kitchen, we were eating green chili enchiladas? And I thought it was really great that Colby came out and said, no, Lori didn't cook. She didn't make anything that was special. I mean, the enchiladas, what are they? Just out of the can? Colby was very clear that Lori's BS about, oh, I was cooking for the family. The family loved my green chili enchiladas. Don't you remember that, Adam? Hopefully they won't. My phone's ringing. I don't know who would be calling me. 1 minute. Hello. Okay, they quit calling. All right, sorry about that. Okay. So again, it's just her mask. She's putting forth some information that's absolutely inaccurate, all to send this message to the jury that she's this delightful, nurturing mom who would cook for her family, yada, 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 right? It was just nonsense. It wasn't real. Adam, her presentation with Adam was quite different and strange, and maybe she was counting on being able to manipulate him. In the end, he didn't care. He didn't care. He obviously realized that he must stand firm against not only Lori, but her mom and her dad, and possibly even like Summer. And we did get some chilling information when Adam was up on the witness stand. I thought it was chilling. We suspected this because in our channel, we have often talked about Lori's mom and sister. You know me, right? When you listen to Zach, who is Adam Cox's son, when you listen to Zach talking with Jason Lum, he's talking about how he was living in the house with Lori and CHarles and sort of those dynamics that were happening there. And he says the last time that he tells a story about the last time that he sees Tylie. And he said that he said that Tylie had this look on her face and that she looked like she wanted to say something, or she looked like she wanted to just come hug him, and that it was so cringe, and the setting at the grandmother's house was so cringe, and that he's really burdened by that, the locked gaze with Tylie, and feeling like there was something she wanted, like unspoken words. And you have to wonder now, after listening to Adam, who said, after CHarles died, this is key, after CHarles died, Lori's mom was like, yeah, Adam, we have to have a talk. What's going on with you, Adam? Like, we got to stand with Lori, because don't you know, Lori is a goddess. Don't you understand that we're a special family because Lori is a goddess? Don't you get that, Adam? So I have suspected all along that Lori didn't embrace this religious zealotry. I don't think she believes it, number one. But I think she embraced it because her mom and dad believe it. I think her mom and dad believe the insanity. And when she ran across Chad Daybell, she said, here's my ticket. This is the dude. Look at all the people in the room. Oh, they're staring at him. Oh, yay. Oh, Chad. Oh, your books. Oh, you can see behind the veil. And I think Lori looked at that and she said, oh, yeah, here's my narcissistic supply right here. All I could ever want. These people are looking at this chubster like he is the next coming of Christ, and I want to be on that train. I am convinced, as manipulative as Lori is, the way she approaches other issues in her life, she is not so delusional that she believes that she is the chosen one. She doesn't believe that. What she believes is that people love Chad. They believe in Chad. Chad's the prophet. And she thought, I want a piece of that. I need my narcissistic supply. And I need that more than what CHarles has been giving me. And I want out of this. I don't want to be the mother of a special needs kid for the rest of my life. I don't want that. I don't want to just be sitting in a house somewhere watching soap operas all day. I'm too old to go and make me a career. I want to be special. My mommy and daddy always told me I was going to be special. And this is the dude that's going to make it happen. And that was that. That was it. So I think she latched onto Chad like a leech, but only for his, I hate to use the word fame, but at the time with that particular group of people, he supposedly was a guy that had special gifts and he could see behind the veil and he knew things that no one else knew. And the end of the world was coming. And Zalima's dumbass is over there too. She's over there conjuring up earthquakes. These people believed it. Lori did not. I don't believe Lori believed it. I haven't seen any evidence that would make me believe that she somehow thought she was working on the side of good. No way. In no way. It even being a warrior on the side of good, no evidence that at all. She's petty, she's shallow, she is absolutely focused on number one. She doesn't have any use for anyone else. She doesn't care about helping someone fulfill their needs. No, this woman doesn't believe it. She's simply any relationship, anything she does is transactional in nature. She simply looks at people like tools, like they're the stepping stone to get her to what she wants. And what she wants and what her father told her was that she was special. That's it. And it's a little creepy, the whole thing with her dad. If you get into the relationship with her dad, it was a creepy relationship. All right. Okay, I can't believe all the pushback people have against Adam in the court chat yesterday. I was shocked to read and see how many hate posts were made towards Adam. Do you think it was trolls, Mystic Firefly? I think Adam was right on. Adam was right on. He was amazing. And I don't know how anybody could hate him. You think about this. He had to walk away from his entire family. Think about that. Think about that. And he was the only one in his family that had the courage to say, I don't know if you're crazy or not, but the things that you're saying are not real. Like it's not rational. It's not logical. It's not real. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe you're just an opportunist, Lori. I think Adam knows exactly who Lori is. And I think he knows that she's an opportunist and she never believed any of the bullshit she was saying. I do believe that. All right. Oh, so petty, sweet tea. So shallow, so petty. Everything transactional. What do you have to offer me? I think that is the constant running stream that is in Lori's mind. Any conversation she has with anyone, what do you have to offer me? What can how can I benefit from this interaction that we're having right now? I believe that. All right. I just think people can see through the fact that he has a church to protect and will be releasing a book, so it rubs people wrong. But you see, people are so weird. Oh, they're so weird. Do you watch crime online? Do you watch movies about Jeffrey Dahmer? Okay, aren't those people that research the information, wrote the book or the screenplay or the script, produced the movie, acted in the movie, didn't all those people financially benefit from that endeavor to tell the story? Look, Adam lived it. Adam Cox lived this story. He was very close to Charles. He knew his crazy family to the point he didn't believe a word that any of them were saying. You know me, Adam. You know me. Yeah, I do know you, Lori, and I ain't believing nothing about nothing you're saying, right? I want Adam to write a book. I want Adam to be able to tell his story. I don't mind. And I do think that these people, like Christopher Proudfoot, these people that walk around going, oh, you're making money off of crimes. I think you're just virtue signaling. That's all, because you're the very first ones to call and order that book, or to pick that book up and start reading, or to sit down at the end of a long day and turn that TV show on. You guys are the first ones to watch it. You say, oh, I only want to get my stories of true crime from real journalists. Okay, what's a real journalist? I actually heard an idiot on Queen Bee's channel, I don't remember, yesterday, day before yesterday, who said, I bet she doesn't even have a license for journalism. You better have a license for journalism. Do you know there's no such thing? So I don't even think you get a certificate for journalism, all right? So if you can read and write, if you're smart, if you can investigate and come up with information that people are interested in, you can be a journalist, okay? Maybe not a very good one, but yeah, most journalists will have degrees like in English or something like that. eyelash in my eye. Sorry about that. I keep telling myself, quit saying All right. So, can you define the definition of troll? Yeah, it's usually like a dirty, unwashed, overly hairy mammal that just likes to make people miserable and unhappy. That's a troll. Okay. Or it's just someone who's trying to derail you, right? Like if you use the word troll, not under a bridge, but troll in the YouTube streets, the trolls are just the great unwashed. Okay. And they just pick out certain creators that they think that they can get a reaction from, and then they set about trying to make them unhappy, right? That's all. I mean, question. If there's a creator that you don't much like, do you go to their channel and watch everything they put out? No, of course not. You don't want to watch them. You don't like them. Sane people watch creators that they relate to, people that they think, this is someone that I enjoy listening to and has information I'm interested in. But trolls, they love to hang out in the channels that they dislike, so then they can make them miserable. So either they leave comments in the chat that is insightful or mean, or they can make videos. A lot of trolls make whole channels out of just bullying another person. Do y'all know who Foodie Beauty is? If you know who Foodie Beauty is, put a 1. Because if you don't know who it is, then the example doesn't work. Do y'all know who Foodie, or who's the other one? There's Foodie Beauty and Amber Lynn Reed. Do y'all know who they are? Okay, so DB knows who that is. Justice Jane knows. So a few people know. Hey, Meezer Mom. Pam knows. Okay, cool. So we do have some people in here that know. So yeah, they are people that attract a lot of trolling, right? There are tons of people that have channels that are dedicated to watching their like Foodie Beauty's lives, and then they just basically just make fun of them. Like their whole channel is just making fun of Foodie Beauty. And to be fair, Foodie Beauty is not a very nice person sometimes. She can be pretty nasty sometimes. But she's also got a lot of haters, so maybe that's why she's nasty. But these are people that are kind of living on the fringe of society. They're on the fringe of normal, or not normal behavior, but average, like what most of us live the same kind of lifestyle, right? Foodie Beauty she does it. She met a guy from the Middle East, and within a month or so, she flew down to Cuba to meet him. And then a couple months after that, she flew to damn Kuwait to marry the dude. Didn't even know anything about him. It's weird. So it's a weird story, but I don't want to get derailed here, okay? She can do it. She wants to live her best life. I don't care. All right. So Lori's demeanor yesterday was dramatically different depending on who was on the witness stand. And I thought that was very notable, or something educational about that, because you can see her mask modify and change depending on who it was that she was questioning, which was really interesting. So with Nancy Jo, she's obnoxious. She's overly confident. She takes on this persona of Virgin Mary, right? She's a virtue signaler. Listen, virtue signalers, pay attention. Lori Vallow, when she was questioning Nancy Jo, she was one of you. She was a virtuous. Do you date married men? Really? Do you know how wrong that is? Okay, that's what you're like when you go around and tell people you can't cover true crime. If you're going to monetize, you can't talk about true crime. Maybe we can. All right. So now I want to present Kay Woodcock, who was amazing. And the way that we know that Kay was amazing is that Lori did not want her up on that stand. Lori did not want Kay Woodcock speaking. Know what I mean? All right, so let's take a listen. Let me make sure y'all can see that. Nope, you can't. Now you can. All right, there you go. All right, so let's listen to Kay because Kay was spectacular and Lori Vallow was terrified. Terrified. You're so tough. You knew you were going to be doing this. Why aren't you prepared, Lori? Ask your damn question.
Ms. Woodcock, where were you on July 11th, 2019?
At home in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Right where she was supposed to be, heifer?
Were you aware at all of the relationship between Charles and Tylee?
It was, let's say, it was a bit contemptuous. It seemed like there was always a lot of drama going on, and so that's all I knew. He didn't say too much about it, and I didn't pry.
Because of you, Lori, because what you did to your daughter, that's the truth. You manipulated her to hate Charles. Called parental
You knew that
alienation.
there was some kind of contention going on with those two for
I can't
a
hear
while.
you.
I'm sorry. You did know that there was some kind of contention going on with those two
Power
for a while.
move, Kay. Good for you.
Yes.
Okay. And you weren't really aware of the events that happened that morning, were you?
The morning of
July
his murder?
Of July 11th?
Another power move.
No, I
Thank you,
wasn't.
Kay.
Okay.
The morning
'Cause
of
you
the
didn't
murder.
tell me.
Lori's terrified.
Ms. Woodcock, did you see or hear or personally witness me conspire with Alex Cox to kill my husband, Charles Vallow?
No, but I saw a ton of evidence that did.
Third power
Okay, no
move.
further
Oh
questions.
yeah. Kay, you're magnificent. Amazing.
You were asked about the relationship between your brother and Tylee. How old was Tylee when Lori and Charles got married?
She was 3.
So Charles was the only father that Tylee ever really knew. And Lori engaged in parental alienation, manipulating Tylee against Charles. And it's heartbreaking. Truly, truly heartbreaking. How long did it take for Kay to send Lori running in fear? How long did that take? Amazing. Let's see.
But I did call and just
Okay.
I'm
Was-
so sorry, Kay.
Did you
you. And so
set up like a service for Charles and
I'm a bad liar. And so
about the life insurance policy?
Are we going to count?
After
Wait, wrong one.
this confrontation insurance policy,
And you can hear Kay under her breath. She says, here we go. Like when it was time for Lori to come up, right? So we're going to time this. We're going to see how long it takes for the queen goddess Kay to send low IQ histrionic Lori packing. Okay, this should be interesting. I don't know how long it was, but we're about to find out. Now, this includes Lori just standing there doing nothing. All right, so we've already started the timer. Let's see how long it takes to send this
Ms.
crazy
Woodcock,
lady
where were
packing.
you on July 11th, 2019?
At home in Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Where I'm supposed to be. Lori, you're a fool. You're a bully. You can only pick on
Were
children.
you aware at all of the relationship between Charles and Tylee?
It was, let's say, it was a bit contemptuous. It seemed like there was always a lot of drama going on, and so that's all I knew. He didn't say too much about it, and I didn't pry.
Because Lori lived in the house. That's why it was always chaos. Yeah.
But you knew that there was some kind of contention going on with those two for
I
a
can't hear
while.
you.
I'm sorry. You did know that there was some kind of contention going on with those two for a while.
Yes.
Good for you, Kay. You're my hero.
And you weren't really aware of the events that happened that morning, were you?
The morning of
July
his
el-
murder?
Of July 11th?
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
Because you didn't tell me.
Good move, Kay. What are you staring at, Lori? Get your eyes off that woman. You're not good enough to look at Kay Woodcock.
Ms. Woodcock, did you see or hear or personally witness me conspire with Alex Cox to kill my husband, Charles Vallow?
Listen to
No,
this.
but I saw a ton of evidence that did.
Thank you. No further questions.
Oh my goodness. What?
All right, redirect.
Just briefly.
2 minutes, people. 2 minutes, Kay.
You're asked about the
You
relationship between your
Are
brother
the
and Tylee.
goddess of beatdowns of narcissistic heifers.
How old
We
was
love
Tylee
you,
when
Kay Woodcock.
Lori and Charles
Okay.
married?
She was 3.
It
Right
started
around
me
there.
at the beginning of the
So was
Oh, I'm
Charles
sorry, Magic
in her
Star.
life for most of her memorable years.
Exactly.
Kay. Hold on. My phone shut back down. Kay. 2 minutes. You shut that heifer down in 2 minutes. And that included her just standing there and looking at her papers. She just stands there, boopy doopy doopy doo. And then when Kay said, because you didn't tell me anything, Lori just looks at Kay. So this 2 minutes right here, and I was a little slow to get, it was actually under 2 minutes. It took me a minute to stop the stop clock at 9 seconds. So it's actually less than 2 minutes. Probably when you count the amount of time that she just stood there looking at her papers or staring at Kay speechless, shoot, a minute. I bet it wasn't even a minute, Kay Woodcock. You were amazing. You did Charles and JJ proud. Booyah. All right. It is, I know, I'm being petty. I get it. But you got to understand, this woman, Lori, destroyed Kay's family, destroyed her grandbaby, destroyed her brother, who was just like her friend. Like she and her brother, they called each other for help. Like they were in a real relationship. So Lori whore, you're a loser, Lori. You're a nobody. You're a zero, big fat nothing. Oh yeah, and Lori, your little stun belt, it makes you look bad. You ain't pretty anymore, girl. Now you are dealing with an empty hand. All right. Let's see. Kay has been waiting for 6 years for this. I would think that Kay might have been a bit disappointed that Lori turned tail and ran. I think Kay was a bit disappointed. I think Kay wanted it to go on. I think Kay was ready to put her in her place. And what is absolutely masterful is it only took Kay less than 2 minutes to send her running. Colby said that Lori's hands were shaking when she had to get up there and question Kay. It doesn't amount to much in the bigger scheme of things, correct? But there is some satisfaction. There is some satisfaction that Lori has been absolutely dominated in every way by Kay. Kay has vindicated her brother. And Kay got the $1 million, Lori. Lori, you were not even a match. You didn't even show up to the arena to go head to head with Kay Woodcock. You are a loser, Lori. Absolute. The only thing that you ever did was to pick on little kids and manipulate weak women. That's the best you could do, Lori. That's it. You're nobody. Oh, gosh, I hate that woman. All right. There's another person that I hate equally. And maybe one day we'll see him answer for his problems. So better pay close attention, Christopher Proudfoot. Better pay close attention. The bigger the narcissist, the harder they fall. All right. Do you think Lori's green chili enchiladas talk with Adam was an attempt at emotional manipulation? 100%. And it wasn't the only thing that she said to be emotionally manipulative. She tried. And he was just like, no, I see you. I know what you are. You destroyed Colby. You literally murdered your 2 children, your husband, the wife of the man that you're having an affair with. You are a destroyer. That's Lori. Lori is a destroyer. She's never built anything. She's never developed anything. She's never helped others. She's never improved anything. She simply destroys, nothing else. And made plans to destroy more. I mean, who in the world, and this is for you, Zulema, who in the world says, I'm going to sit around and I'm going to do prayers to conjure up destructive earthquakes? What kind of human being wants to cause that kind of harm to others? Who wants to do that? Simply because someone promised you that you would be special? You're willing to wipe out hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people so you can be special? Oh, it's disgusting. When I say that she picked on a group of weak women, these were women that were confronted with, will you destroy in the name of the chudster? And they said, oh yeah, if I get to be powerful, I will. No. What? Not a single one of these women went to the police. Not a single one. When the kids went missing, no one, none of them, not Melanie Gibb, not Melanie Pulowski, not Zulema, not this Christina, not Sri, none went to the police. They're weak. They knew what was happening. They wanted in on it because they wanted to be special. They were all in search of power, and that is what Lori was promising, was power. That's it. All right. I got to go see a precious little baby girl. All right. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and there's no court today with Lori. But if you missed the Brian Koberger hearing that they had, I believe was it Tuesday, you should go back and watch it. It is a very, very important hearing. All right. So please go back and watch that if you're looking for something to do today. And I guess, I don't know, what else would we do in the world of true crime? Right? Y'all have a wonderful day.
Well, I'm sitting in my chair late at night, watching crime unfold under the pale moonlight. From the darkest corners, stories unfold. True crime jewels, she's brash and she is bold. On the YouTube screen, we're digging deep into the mysteries that never sleep. From missing kids in Tennessee to angry husbands named Barry. True crime's calling and we're taking the time. So grab a seat, don't miss a beat. This True Crime Jewels got what you need. From missing people to twisted minds, we're unraveling secrets old buried tried to hide. Every clue, every twist and turn. In the world of crime, there's always more to learn. On the YouTube screen, we're digging deep into the mysteries that never sleep. From Christopher's anger to Stephen Fisher's lies, the truth is calling and justice won't be denied. So grab a seat, don't miss a beat. True Crime Jewels on the YouTube streets. Lights are low, suspense is high. We're chasing truth, we spot every lie. Step into the darkness, hold on tight. Two flashlights out there in the dead of night. On the YouTube screen, we're digging deep. Barry Morphew's case is high. A boy in Tennessee won't be left behind. From the coldest cases to the ones that shine, true crime's calling and we're taking the time. So grab a seat, don't miss a beat. This True Crime Jewels got what you need. We're always watching Barry and waiting for the truth. In the world of crime, we discuss the proof. So hit that play and join the ride. On this true crime journey, join Jewels of Thought and our gemstone family.